On this week's edition of PA Meat Backlog, we have this Hunter Builder Square whatever edition that came with a light kit that I decided to remove in favor of a switch cap from my Hunter custom home. I decided to do that because there was no glass and I just thought it would look a lot better like this, which it does. I like the look with these oak blades. The other side has one that's messed up. I picked the right one. It's this one. There was just duct tape on it, and I tried my best to get it off without peeling, but that didn't work. But that's fine because I like the way this looks. And I didn't bother to clean it because I was just so excited to test it. I've wanted one of these for a long time. Antique brass isn't really the one I wanted though. It's probably my least favorite out of all the finishes these came in. But it's a small Summer Breeze and I'm really happy to have it. So if you were at the meet, you may remember this coming up to the auction. If you weren't there, I ended up winning it for $6 because one guy who only had $5 bid on it for $5 and I was the next bidder. And if you're watching this, you know who you are. I'm not gonna name drop. It was nice meeting you though. But anyway, as I was trying to put my phone into this stupid tripod, this stopped recording. But these were basically offered at Builder Square as an exclusive, and they came with 3 lights, or like a 3-way light kit. Same type of glass except for the Kimbrough, which was essentially the same thing but with another type of glass because that's what Hunter liked to do. But that has led to some pretty cool and rare obscure models, which is cool. But there was also the smaller version of the Summer Breeze, which is basically what this is. I just took the switch cap off of another fan. And that's a fan that I've wanted for a long time, especially in brass, white, or verde, or even rust. So I'd like to find one of those instead, but I'm certainly happy to have this. And I got it for a good price too, so I can't complain. But yeah, so we'll go and start it up. Gonna try to not get my big head in the camera. Start on low, or no. I just filmed my Concentra before this, which starts on low. And it's been so long, I guess, since I've touched a ceiling fan that I forgot how the speeds work. But yeah, I got off of work early today and it is pouring and there's nothing to do besides play with ceiling fans. So that's exactly what I'm doing. But yeah, this low is a little fast, but it's putting out good air. It's putting out decent air already. I'm not gonna say it's anything impressive, but and you can see one blade is slightly out of clock. I haven't really bothered to mess with this thing. This tripod is annoying me. Jesus. Okay, now I'll put it to medium. Try not to get my big fat head in the camera. And that pull chain didn't come with it. I added that. That came with my polished brass Summer Breeze, which I got for $1 at the PA meet last year. So I didn't do too bad on that either. But yeah, I thought it would look good on this, so I threw it on. And yeah, this thing's silent. Puts out good air. It's got a little bit of a wobble, but that's in part due to the way this box was put in. This box just wobbles like hell compared to the other two, so it's more so the box that's causing this wobble. And yeah, I was talking about painting this, but I think I'm actually going to paint my custom home instead, which I'll talk about in another video. But yeah, this thing's running good, so we'll take it to high. And yeah, that's the box. That's not the fan. I never run this thing on high though, so it doesn't bother me too much, but yeah, if I hold it, you see it's the box. It's fucking hauling though, I'll tell you that. Like, this thing moves. We're doing some solid air here. These are highly underrated to me, but I've always liked them. So now we'll turn it off. Yeah, don't do that shit, that sounds annoying me. But whatever, this thing's mainly here for display purposes anyway. None of these fans ever get ran besides whatever goes in the middle spot. But this is right above the doorway, so there's not even a need for a fan. And there you have it. So overall, this thing's a solid runner, good looking fan, something I've been after, and I'm just super glad that I got to get this into my possession, especially at such a cheap price point, and I really couldn't be happier with it. And I also just had such a great time at the PA meet. It was great seeing everyone, great selling fans, great buying fans. I just had such a nice time, and I'm thankful for it. But yeah, so that's it for this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.